What's up, everybody? I'm going to be doing a little tutorial information video to help some of you out there if you're looking for a more mission story based kind of thing, you know, more realistic instead of the battlefield style with Arma Commander. We're going to be using my Command and Conquer preset for this, and we're going to be using the Opcom Operation Command mod, and we're going to be using it with the TPW mods. They wasn't made to work together, but they work together pretty good. But the TPW mod, what it does is it adds animals, vehicles, civilians, and stuff like that to the map, and like rebel groups of people, you know, if you want them turned on or not, they'll spawn around, you can fight them and stuff. I don't know, in a way it's kind of like GTA in a way, but just like a really weak, watered down version. But it does use the base game civilian vehicles and stuff like that, so you can't really use it like with Opcom using Warhammer or Halo because they just don't fit in, you know. But it works good with the base game and some other mods. It fits in okay with Arma Commander and Command and Conquer if you're using those two together. It's just a really cool mod to make the game a little bit more realistic if you're using Opcom, or just by itself, whichever. But we're going to jump straight into the game, and then I'll show you how Opcom works, and then I'll show you how the TPW works and how they work together. Alright, we are in the game now, waiting on it to load. We're loading a fairly small map, you know, it's nothing, it's not like a huge map or anything. It's still big. Maps on this game are crazy. But once you get in here, all you're going to want to do is, depending on like what mod you're using now, it uses vehicles and stuff from whatever faction that you choose. Not really Blue 4, just whatever team. So we're going to be doing Command and Conquer. So we're going to want to play as a Command and Conquer character. And I think we'll play as the jump jet infantry because they're my favorites, because they got the jump jets and can fly around the map and stuff. They're really cool. But after you pick what you want to play as, you just go up here and go to AI mods in your modules and throw down the Operation Command module and just sync your character to it. That's all you gotta do, and then you go to play. Now we got to set everything up. Just give it a minute. It's got to collect all the vehicles and weapons and men and stuff from whatever mods you're using or the base game. Okay, now we're on the main board here. We're going to go up here to Operator. And this is your stuff, you know, you can pick your weapons, ammo, change things around. You got support is the next thing down here below your loadout. These people don't have air transport. They do have ground, so we're going to click on the ground. And we're going to go down here to this status, and we're going to turn it on. And you have cooldown. This is how often you can use it, because you don't use currency, it's just time. I kind of wish it had some kind of currency system, or you could turn the cooldown up higher. I think 300 is just not high enough. Combat mode, it makes the vehicles attack enemies while they're coming to pick you up, I think, or something like that, I can't remember. But you go down here to the bottom right and go to Manage Pool. And you're going to want something that can transport you around. You could probably pick that if you wanted to. I doubt that would work. That is a gun turret that sits still. It might work. I don't know. We're just going to get the truck. You just go to whatever vehicle you want and you click the down arrow and it'll put it down here in your box. And you go up here and make sure it's enabled. And just hit done. Close air support, they don't have that. Artillery, turn it on, go up to 300 or whatever you want the cooldown to be. Only artillery unit they have is the Juggernaut. So we're going to throw it in our box and keep it. Now it's time to pick our vehicles, like what you can call in. And we got quite a bit. I guess you could call in a gun turret. Might as well throw that in there. I mean, that might be useful for close range battles. You got amphibious, APC. That'll be good for crossing rivers and stuff if you got those on your map. And I'm just going to throw a couple of these on here, you know. Yeah, the mammoth, my favorite. Gigantic, wicked thing. And a bomber. The Titan mech. Got the Wolverine mech. And that's it for our vehicles and stuff. You can pick your identity stuff down here. I don't never bother with it. Then you're going to want to go over to your squad. And you're probably going to want to click on edit. That way you can do this yourself. Instead of picking groups, you'll be able to add infantry one at a time. Just click on the one you want, click add. Click on the one you want, click add. We're going to get a medic. Armor. We got riot. Might get like 2 of those. I don't know if there's a limit to how many you can have. I've never tried. The most I've ever used, I think, was a row and a half. But after you get done doing that, we're going to go up to factions. And we're going to pick what factions we're fighting against. So we're going to go over here to independent. And go over here and click on faction. And see what they got. They don't have a command and conquer faction. So we're going to go back over here to east. And click faction. And we're going to pick the Hand of Nod. And that's what we'll pick for our factions. We're going to turn this one off because they don't have anything that we can choose over here. Oh yeah, we got to go back to your factions and go to occupation and HQs because we're going to set up we're going to put where our base is. I think our base is fine right there, but we're going to put the Hand of Nod. We'll put them right here in this city. Okay, that's their main base. We're not going to put a base down for independent because they don't have anything we can use. And after you do this, just go ahead and go up to objectives. Now you have mission mode, and mission mode is basically like a story-driven kind of thing in a way. You just go down here to add. And you can pick what you want to add to the map. Like rescue prisoners, click on that and go to assign. And then go up here and click on it and then put it on the map where you want it to be. Like now you have to go there and save people. Or you could add more to the map like destroy supplies, kill high value targets, secure a sector. In this one, we're just going to do liberation. In liberation, you just go to zones and kill everybody in the zone and take it over. And we're not going to be using them, so we're not putting down no independent zones. We're going to be putting down Hand of Nod zones. So you just select sectors. And then just click where you want the Hand of Nod or whatever you're using to be present on the map. I'm going to put one pretty close, probably in this town right here. That way we can go and check it out real quick. Okay, enemy reinforcements, you want that turned on. Sector restriction, I don't even know what that really does. It's like whenever you go into their zones, it kills you. I don't know why that's even a thing. I've never really looked into it. I always just turn it off. Failure is how many times you can die. I always just leave it off, you know, unless I'm like playing really serious. But after you get this set up, just go ahead and go back up here and go over to world. Go down to status. We're going to turn independent off. And we're going to change the group sizes. We're going to turn them wide open. Okay, each group will have 12 enemies in it. And there'll be 10 groups, I guess. I guess that's what that means. I've never really looked into it. I just turn it wide open. Frequency, I'm not really sure what that is. I always just leave it alone. Behavior is how the people will behave. I always just leave it on safe and open fire. Then you go over here, you got traffic. You can set up how much traffic is on the game. TPW does the same thing, but by using this and it adds even more. But you can set up like an aircraft to fly overhead. You can turn combat mode on or off, so if it flies over and sees an enemy, it'll attack. We're just going to leave it on 2, no combat mode, and just leave all that the way it is. They don't have the cars and boats yet, just the aircraft. But TPW will take care of that. Then you can go back over here to environment. You can change the weather, random weather. I think we'll just leave it on random. You can set how often the weather changes, rain chances. Turn it wide open if you like the rain. We'll put it on 50%. Time and date. How many hours is in a day, I assume, is what that means. Wildlife, turn that on or off. Go up here to settings. You have respawn. Respawn your camp. Yeah, you can build a camp and respawn. I've only used that one time. You can set your respawn position. Let's see. Squad revive. I always turn that on. That way you can bring them back if they get like knocked down or whatever. That one, I always leave it on too. That way, I'm pretty sure that one right there is the one that lets them respawn if they all die. Set it to like player respawn. The rest of that stuff I've never really messed with. You can turn infinite med packs on. I guess that's pretty cool if you really wanted to use that. Anyway, you got AI skills, pretty self-explanatory. You can change the menu stuff around, colors, and there's the credits and everything. I'll put the links for these in my description. Be sure to thank the mod authors for their hard work, because these are really cool mods, and I hope they keep on working on them and making them better. But we're going to go back to objectives, and we're going to go back to our liberation that we set up, and you're just going to go down here and click start. And here we are. I didn't pick my position. You can pick your position if you want to, but you don't have to. I'm right here. Yeah, I love that right there, being able to fly a little bit. It's nice. But you'll have people walking around in your zone, and vehicles or machine guns or stuff on the sides of the roads protecting your zone. But the enemy will also... Well, get over here where it's a little bit flat. But all you do is, whenever you get to where you want to spawn your vehicle, you just middle click your mouse button. I think's what it was. No, it was... You got to hit your tide key and open up your menu. Go down to supports, and there is your transport, artillery, and vehicle drops. We're going to give ourselves a mammoth just to show it off. You know, it's really cool. Love that thing. Very, very nice. And it'll only work every 300 seconds because that's the way I set it up. You got artillery. I can't remember how it works. I think you have to go here to the menu to use it. Like you come here and then go to your artillery, I'm pretty sure. There's the Juggernaut magazine or EMP. 25 meters, 50 meters.
Requesting immediate fire support at the designated coordinates.
I can't remember how that works. I think it might be wherever you're pointing at is where it goes off at. So I'm gonna move a little bit just in case. I can't remember. You'll just have to figure some of this stuff out as you go. I'm just going over what I can remember of it. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the TPW mod right quick and show you that. As soon as that gets out of my way, where was it? Right here's TPW mods. Now with this mod you can turn on civilians, vehicles, animals, and stuff like that. Vehicles flying through the air. You can turn on rebel groups of people that'll spawn on the map. And they'll fight you and whoever else is on the map with you on Opcom. You can set how many animals, how far they spawn away from you or close to you. Boats, how many of them you want. Cars, I got it set up for what was it, 17 vehicles. I mean, you can do a lot with that. And it works with Opcom just fine. So, I mean, you don't have to worry about that. See, oh, there's a car. I don't know where that artillery landed. I'm gonna call in us a vehicle. Let's see, how in the world do you get in this thing? You can open up the ramp. So how do you drive it? Well, it won't let me drive. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. You can click the middle mouse button and you can open up the Opcom main menu again, and you can give yourself more squad mates while you're here. Not sure why in the world that thing won't let me drive it. It might not be working yet. Like I said, they're still working on this mod, but it is really, really cool. I think we'll just take this thing and take it down the road. Oh, wrong way. Turn. See, we need to go. This thing does not go over hills very good either, so I'm just gonna walk a little ways in it until I can spawn something else, and then I'm gonna get a truck. That way we can move a little faster. Everybody's like, don't leave us. Come back. Okay, I should be able to spawn a vehicle now, surely. And I want the... Did I not get the truck? Well, these little guys right here move pretty fast. So. Let's see, where are they? Very, very cool. The inside views on these vehicles ain't very good. On none of them, really. You're better off to just use the outside for now. I'm sure they'll add some cool interior stuff later. Yeah, we're almost there. This right here is a weird map. I don't know what it is. It might have come with the game, but the hills don't look too good on this map. Go kick some hand of nod butt. I will be using this to set up a Arma commander battle later if it works with it. I'll just have to try it and see if it actually works with it or not. Well, we're in the enemy zone now. The enemies are just kind of scattered around. Like they'll be in different places. They could be close to the center. Some of them will be like on the very edge. You'll just have to get on here and try to find them and deal with them and stuff. I'm not going to run around too long. I don't want to spend too much time on them, and make the video really, really long. I'll probably just stop right here. Crap. I got ran over by myself. Anyway, that's the Opcom and TPW working together. You can turn the vehicles and civilians way up there so they're all over the place if you want to. And you can turn a lot of stuff up on Opcom. And if you're having any kind of performance issues or anything, check out my other Arma videos. I have a video I did showing how to get better performance out of the game and also make NPCs work way better. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little video.